happens. I just walk in.
You guys walk back in. Are you guys? Do you stagger yourselves? Do you walk in together? What's the game plan here?
I imagine I probably walk in ahead of everybody else. Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Just stagger after Samuel.
Yeah.
I shift my toothpick to the other side of my mouth.
I won't say anything. I'll just kind of watch them and see what they're up to. And if they pass silently, I let them do so.
Yeah, Carmine will do the same, just looking very annoyed.
I don't like to be left out.
Oh, they all have the same haircut now.
We all got Nike swoops shaved into the sides of our head.
Whoa!
Yeah.
They go faster.
They have
No, that's
fucking
really-
matching Zelda tattoos.
I got really big, stupid, new-looking Skechers shoes on that are too big for us. But
Squeaky.
that's all new shoes. I
Lighting
guess.
up.
I do love that they got Triforce of Courage tattoos, but they all got triangles and like, mine's courage. No, mine is. How do you know?
I don't know
Two of
which
us
one's
got
which.
the bottom right one.
Yeah.
And they're not good.
Yeah,
They
they're really
weren't done
shaky.
well.
Just trying. I
Alright,
go back to
well,
my room and I brood.
Yeah.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Kind of turn side to side on my bed, and I'm like, "Fuck the world." Fuck this.
Okay.
You all know you have the rest of the evening to yourselves. So, if there's anything in particular, any scenes anyone has to play out between people, now's your time. Otherwise-
Load up the hub, blast off, and go to bed.
Oh my god.
Wow!
Whoa!
Really concise, order of events. You really boiled that down to its
Load up
basics.
the hub. Throw the sock under my bed and close my eyes.
I'm just stuck on the fact that Sam's had internet access this whole time.
It's in my briefcase, actually.
Just been using it. It's just that fucking iconic intro music.
The Colonel's gonna go to his room, and then on the camera set on his room, you're going to hear Mike shuffling as he just like gets out his journal and like a whiteboard and crawls underneath the covers, and then a flashlight pops on underneath the covers like he's fucking Harry Potter. And he's gonna start listing out the games and everyone's locations during and after.
All right. I hope you don't want me to tell you that right this very second. It's like, oh my god.
No, I don't. No. Really,
right.
no one needs to exactly list them. We just need the general outline of it when we get to it.
I'm gonna sharpen my knives and create some advantages for later.
Stab somebody?
Maybe.
All right. Sharp knives. You got them.
All right. This be a scene of her working in the kitchen, just kind of like bringing it over the belt, and coming away with a clean cut.
Scared of Josephine.
Yep. This is what chefs do every day. It's fine.
Well, you all go about your evening business. Business as usual. And-
There is something that I want to do real
Okay.
quick.
all right.
As fate fucks with my sheet
It does do that, yeah.
every goddamn time. In his room of 1,000 faces, I'd have Carmine sat at a table, and I don't know if I could have, if these skills have to be mutually exclusive, or if I could use lore to create an advantage for logic.
Yeah.
I want to see if Cryptobite is an anagram of something.
Okay.
So basically my cell is this of just all knowing a lot of words. That's my lore.
Mm-hmm.
Is Carmine is
You're a
just
smart guy.
running through his vocabulary in his head. So this is to establish my vocabulary to create my advantage.
Okay. You get your
And
advantage.
with a logic with +2, there's just Carmine has a ton of his little medical note sheets in front of him. Just rewriting all of the letters in CryptoBite in different orders. Does he come up with anything?
So you spend, a good part of the night writing and rewriting and considering words and considering the way it was, presented to you. Crypto, byte, one word, capitalization in the middle, with a 2 logic. With a 2 logic, you cannot find any anagrams of any kind. Whatever it is, it seems like it was intended to be as it was given to you.
Mm-hmm.
Try as you might, nothing is reaching you as a rearranging of letters. That there's no actual words that come out of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he'll swiftly raise a revolver up to his temples, and we'll just see the outside of his door and hear a single gunshot.
Ruin has come to our family.
Yeah, I think just frustrated, he'll just ball up probably like the 30th sheet of paper and just throw it against the wall.
The eyes are all watching you.
Oh, they're all covered up. He covered those on day 1.
I love the image of Carmine on this, like the only table in his room is this teeny tiny little side table. And he's just covered it in paper.
Throws
Trash can.
throws his laptop to the floor as the daily Wordle has 5 out of 6 guesses filled out, and he's so close. What word could have only these letters?
Crypto. Oh my god.
Oh,
Fuck.
Alright. The next morning reaches you all. And it's, relatively early. In fact, it is probably about 5 a.m. I don't know who would already be awake by that time. We got a lot of early risers.
Big Bill in a rooster costume.
Big Bill walking in.
Ooh! Is my concussion that's been mending done yet?
Yes.
How about I think I have bruised ribs from 13 sessions ago?
That's, I think, is also... Because so this
It's gotten
is
worse.
obviously.
It's gangrenous.
It's very purple.
Compartment syndrome is setting in.
Just double check everyone, make sure everybody's sheets are...
Although I have, I gotta go get some soul food to mend my Sophie's Choice consequence from the other day. 'Cause
Yeah, I
I'm
can set you up.
not mending. So I guess 5:30, the rooster will crow. The colonel, I'll say, be a little loopy today. I'll say he's been up all night with his conspiracy board, which he will wrap up in a blanket and take with him. And go straight to the kitchen, probably earlier than it's open, and sit down at the table.
Alright.
Hey, Colonel, good timing. Now it's a bit early, but a frittata, any interest?
Yes, I need, well, no, I'm gonna have to go for some old-fashioned Southern comfort food. It's been, I've still had that, I've still had the whole Kiki affair weighing on my mind.
Yeah, I get that. Well, Southern comfort, you'll have to tell me. Bacon and eggs, that's about what comes to mind.
That's as classic as it gets.
About biscuits and gravy, that's at least a bit more exciting.
No.
All right,
I
simple
don't want
man.
that. His eyes are like, his eyes are like blue or gray.
I start cooking bacon and eggs, but they turn into gravy. I can't undo
You
it.
overcook that bacon, it turns into biscuits right on the pan.
I will try to mend his consequence, though, so let's go and give that a shot.
Woohoo.
Damn.
Nice. Colonel, which one is this?
It's mild.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gaunt. It's healing. No, mild is It's gone with a 5 heal.
Success
I'm
with style, at least, right?
I'm backspacing it and then unbackspacing it and then backspacing it again.
I was trying to remember. A mild is supposed to heal after the encounter, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
whenever you have a moment to kind of, if it's mending, I think it disappears like stress.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think a success with style. You tap out of it.
Yeah, so she comes and sets down the food, and given the music, I go, "Ha Jim Jimbo hay no way to ho," and I do an eating animation, and then my sim claps.
Here you come. Here you come.
Abi Alar.
Josephine is screaming, but she can't form words.
Sims uses a lot of royalty-free music. I want you to all to know that.
And so do we.
So do we here at Save Me.
It's simple, but there's no reason you can't improve on it, she says, just kind of nodding and then going back to the kitchen, preparing for everybody else.
He's a feral animal, so he just grunts at you in the affirmative and has his head. His head is underneath a blanket, and you can see a flashlight showing out of it, and he's like writing underneath it.
I'm not gonna press him. I know better. I will just tend to my own.
I love the plum bob.
That's a really good drawing of it.
Thank you.
That edge lighting is my favorite part.
That's how you,
Oh my
that's
god,
how you know
I
whenever
didn't even
Dave's
notice
doing
it.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh. So is anyone else gonna... I mean...
I'll come down.
Alright. Carmine comes down.
Carmine has a little green crystal above his head, and he jogs down for his morning constitutional.
He gets stuck behind the chair, though, that's... in
Yeah,
the
I
middle of the
can't
kitchen.
path across the room.
Trent is out in the pool, and someone's removed the ladder.
Oh no. Grim Reaper's here.
Tapping his foot, waiting. Go ahead.
Yeah, he'll kind of blink in the sleep out of his eyes. Towel around his shoulders.
Coffee's hot.
Yeah, he'll take some. Just say,
I know I keep trying to use like culinary arts to create advantage. Is it too many times here to use it for other people to create like up and at 'em, kind of like most important meal of the day situational aspect?
Just make one roll, and we'll see how many you make, and you can apply that to whoever you want, whoever eats.
You got it.
That'll give you 2.
Okay. It's a good cup of coffee.
hell yeah.
You do make the best cups of coffee.
Yeah,
Just
I grow
anything
2
with
inches taller when I drink it.
At last, Carmine is 5'4".
I can finally ride the jackrabbit.
Up. It's 5'5". Don't try cheating.
Hip, 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 hip.
That cup will stay in your stomach, she says, as you take a seat, and she passes a frittata to you.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Go.
I ignore Carmine at the table.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll say, "Good morning, Colonel."
Somewhere, I'm sure.
She'll just kind of shrug, like, I didn't get to talk to him either.
I'll say, "That's all right. We're on East Coast time."
But yeah, I'll make plates for everybody as they come in and wait for whatever happens next.
Great. Well, as people wake up, I'm gonna turn off this terrible music. As people wake up, Jesse actually comes in uncharacteristically early, and he's kind of quiet as he enters the room. At this point, I'm assuming Sam and Trent have made their way into the abode.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say, I'm pretty sure my mild is healed now.
Yes.
What about my mild aspect? My mild concussion? Do I get
That's
rid of
gone.
That's also gone.
that? Okay, cool.
So you are... Oh, boy. I like the toilet in there too. That's good.
Classic streaming setup.
As you guys are enjoying breakfast, Jesse is the one to break up the silence as he walks in and he says, there's been a change in plan. I need you guys to come with me.
All right. Lead the way, Jesse.
He puts his hands in his pockets and he starts leading you back through the garage. And he will take you out through the front and into what you guys know by now is kind of the game house. Where did I put anything? Did I do this appropriately? I did. Okay, great. As you guys walk through the garage and through the lands, it's kind of strange. You actually don't really see anybody else, which is unusual considering the fact that most people are about and doing their work. But he quietly leads you straight to the game house, I guess, the house that they use to create sets. And he takes you inside, and characteristically like usual, you are met with darkness, except this time he leads you to a row of what look like audience seats, and filling them are the other crew members who look at you all as you arrive. I'm gonna pull you guys in. Wow, you're very small.
The Last Giants.
Oh, I pulled two colonels in.
We
Easier
point like the
choice.
Spider-Man.
Alright. Nope. Stop! Don't. Oh, she's too big. There we go. You guys arrive, and Jesse leads you all to the seats, except for Trent. And he says, go away by the stage.
Yeah, okay.
And you do, Trent. Jesse takes a seat. You all take a seat. And the spotlights start to come on. And Mac does not ever find her music in time. Here we go. There we go. The lights come on. Brian Bachman is there, waiting for you all, and he says, greetings, contestants, and good morning. Now, why is setting boundaries important for toddlers? Well as love and respect, a toddler thrives on consistency to teach them how to behave for the rest of their adult life. Trent, please join me on stage.
Trent runs down like it's the Price is Right. He's gonna come up on stage and he's gonna shake Brian Bachman's hand.
Brian looks absolutely miserable as he shakes your hand with a frown and kind of pulls himself together. Oh boy. Here we go. I'm gonna make you bigger because you're on stage.
Yeah. Alright, what are we doing today, Brian?
Well, Trent, do you have any idea why you might be here?
I got kidnapped.
I would like everyone to direct their attention to the board behind me, please. And as you do, the strikes board
Fuck me.
shows up. And Trent, you see that you have an additional strike painted over your beautiful visage.
Did I even have a strike to begin with?
You did. You had one. Everyone had one, except
Oh.
for the colonel.
Oh, I see. Trent looks at the board and goes, "What the fuck? What the fuck is that?"
Trent, the Save Me rules clearly state that sharing confidential information is in violation of the NDA that you signed when you arrived here at the Save Me mansion.
The fuck did I share?
We here at Save Me take the security of our intellectual property and the contractual obligations very seriously. For your transgression, as well as endangering not only your loved one, but the loved ones of your fellow participants, you've received a strike, but that's not all.
Brian was born to do this. But wait, there's more.
A sign lights up for the audience that says applause.
No.
Yeah,
No, I don't
Of
think
course,
so.
I will not.
No.
No one does. Only Trent would, and he's on stage.
Whoever applauds is the producer.
Brian continues, and he says, Trent Smith, welcome to the Wheel of Misfortune. As he says that, a kind of microphony crack, tinny, comes across from speakers above, and Trent, you hear your brother Brent. You hear his voice coming over the megaphone, and he continues to say, it's obvious I've been too lenient with what I consider quality dramatic television. Insurrection is always expected in the last half of the season, but like most good things in life, the privileged few have ruined it for the many. Deliberate subordination will not be tolerated from this point forward. At least try to be discreet next time, Trent. Trent,
Fuck.
it is time to spin that wheel. What wheel? And your brother's voice will cut out as Brian looks to you and reveals the wheel, which has well, I'll just do this. It is cut into slices of 8. On one slice says Bill Comden. On the next slice, Sam Roshana. Third slice, Jesse Doyle. Fourth slice, Simon Williams. Fifth slice, Marco Gill. Sixth slice, Nia Baker. Seventh slice, Brad Ballou. And the 8th slice says Player Choice. And Brian says, well, you heard the man, Trent. It's time to spin that wheel.
Alright.
The crowd grows immediately restless.
How do you want me to do it?
Can't we just roll a 1d8? Can't we just do that? And roll 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
This is good.
Oh, that doesn't look right. No, that's not it.
I think it's
Hold on.
/R
Yep.
1d8, right?
God, I was so close.
You were very
One
close.
day. One day I'll get it.
7.
Oh
Ah!
yeah, no harm, no foul.
My boy.
I immediately...
He's set on fire.
Yeah.
It lowers into a pit of sharks.
So, Trent, you walk up to the wheel, and you give it a spin. And, you give it a mighty spin as it spins around in a circle, and the little clicker kind of starts to come to a stop. And, as it does, you find that it lands on, Prad Malou's name, to which, there's an audible relief from some, while Prad just kind of like rests his head in his hands. And Brian looks at you and he says, Prad Ballou, our medic, will be escorted off the premises today and their loved one and/or secret will be revealed and/or eliminated. The producer would like to send a message that any further insubordination will result in a fun minigame in which one of our crew will be eliminated. So please consider your reactions with caution, because they are not just your own. A round of applause for Trent, everybody.
No,
Yeah, nobody applauds.
nobody.
Brian is just standing there, unfortunately, holding his hand out for Trent, looking somewhere between a host and a frightened 5th grader giving a class speech. And he looks at you, Trent, and says, Trent, you're dismissed. As are we all. The next... what the fuck am I trying to say? The next challenge begins shortly. If anyone's got any goodbyes they'd like to say, now would be the time. Cut the music. Generally, people in the audience are very quiet. Gil looks over at Pratt. He says, I'm so sorry. Pratt says, I guess this is for the best. At least everyone's safe.
Carmine will stand up and he'll say, now, Brad, you remember what we talked about, right?
They'll nod.
You just give me a call, okay? It's probably not going to be that much longer.
For all of your sake, I hope so. And for everyone else, just keep your loved ones safe. And
Thank you, Prad. Sincerely, thank you.
there's a reason everything happens, and I'm happy to at least be the reason that you're all still continuing forward. Bill claps a hand on Prad's shoulder. He says, "I'm so sorry, son." He'll stand in the uncomfortable silence of an eerie, empty game show room, and it's just lights and no sound. And Bill will also stand and give the kid a hug. Sam will lumber to his feet, and he'll kind of start to escort Pratt out to go gather his things.
To the chamber.
The chamber of secrets.
Hey, Prad, I know you're not a doctor, but you kept people safe. That's just as good, okay?
Thanks, Josephine. I'm thinking of you and your son.
Thanks, Prad. Good luck, okay?
He will be escorted out along with Sam and Jesse, who just kind of is massaging his temples with his fingers and looks like he's seen an actual ghost, says, we need to prepare for the next challenge. So, just meet me in the garage. Goes through. And he will leave. And Neil will say, "Good riddance."
All right, do you want to thank the guy or you want to kick him on his way out?
He's not losing anything. You know that. He landed himself in debt. We didn't land our loved ones. in this hell.
All right, Nia. All right.
That was too close. And I expect all of you to be on your best behavior. I'm not going to lose my wife to this.
In the background, you hear Trent pick up a chair and just toss it across the room.
Jesus.
Brian was sitting in it.
Whoa! I'm doing my best, but I'm empathy reading Nia with this second this show she's making out of her grief.
All right. She is a person who you can tell expresses their emotions with anger. She is very mad, and you are getting sincerity when she says she is not going to run any more risks, and if she can help it, she will make that happen.
That sounds very producery.
Trent throws another chair
At Nia.
at Nia. If you catch this, you're the producer.
It's a WWE brawl now.
Hey, Nia. Producer says what?
What? Got her!
Get her. Shit!
She will stand, and she'll look at Trent, and she'll say, sorry, kid.
I don't think Trent will hear anybody talking to him because he is just cussing to himself right now.
Brian is actually trying to console Trent. He's not paying attention to what's going on down here. He'll say, Trent, are you all right, Trent?
Get the fuck away from me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
This isn't about you. Just walk away.
Hell yeah.
Brian will he'll back up, looking very disparaged, as he looks a little bit helplessly toward the crowd.
Brian, why don't you go meet Jesse in the garage? Give Trent a minute.
He'll step off the stage, and
You piece of shit.
he will kind of tuck his head, recognizing his sort of place as the awful mouthpiece, and he'll take his leave at Carmine's suggestion.
Trent's just punching the wall over and over again.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy. I think Simon is basically in a fetal position. Gil is looking concerned at Trent's actions. Nia has kind of started to approach, and Bill is looking back at you all as someone who knows him a little bit
Carmine's
better.
gonna put his hand on Nia's shoulder.
What do you want?
He's gonna say, can you help me clear out the room? Why don't you get the rest of them out of here too?
What are you guys gonna deal with that kid?
Yeah, we're gonna deal with the kid. Get the fuck out of here.
She'll kind of scoff at you, and she'll leave. She'll say, "It's not my business if he starts throwing."
All right,
hands."
thank you, Nia. Bill, Marco, Simon, all of you leave. There's no reason for you to be here. Go.
Gil will he'll kind of grab Simon by the shoulder, who is kind of not listening, and
Like a folding chair.
he's very emotionally bothered, and Gil will say, "Come on, kid, let's go." And he will help Simon out, and Bill will he'll look at you and say, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, I'm sure, Bill. Go on.
And he will depart as well without further hesitation. And Jesse will look at you, Colonel, and he'll say, "I'll be by the door if you need anything."
Mm-hmm.
And he'll go.
If nobody else does anything, Carmine's gonna Go up to large Trent,
Big Trent.
bigger Trent.
Yeah, Trent's more just like kind of screaming at the wall at this point. He's not as much punching.
Yeah, he's gonna
I think
kind
at some point his hands get a little bloody.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of come up behind you, and he's gonna say, "All right, all right, all right. I think you gave the wall everything you got. I think it learned its lesson."
Fuck do you want?
I want to give you the same kindness that everybody gave to me when I risked my ass to try to get us all out of this situation. I'm assuming that's what you're pissed about, that you got caught?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, the producer's only sweating because now somebody out on the outside knows what's going on here. And that means all this is going to end that much sooner. I don't know what you did, Trent, but whatever you did good. You made a real smart call out there.
I don't think so. Trent's just gonna mumble under his breath.
Do my best to see how I'm coming off here.
Do I roll against that or no?
No, it's more of a personal.
Yeah.
Trent just goes, yeah, I should fucking hope so.
Yeah. And this is all the producer can do. They can try to make you feel small and make you spin a wheel and play a game, but, nobody's pointing and laughing at you. We're sitting down there and we're sympathizing with you. You look pretty fucking brave from where I was sitting. Okay? If you didn't make that call, maybe that's 10 more games that we're out there trying to run around pulling off heists and burning mummies and blowing up buses and doing whatever the fuck it is that the producer has all of us running around doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Guess what I'm saying is we're not going to get anywhere without taking risks like that. And you know what? Out of all the outcomes, you picked the best one. I like Brad. He's a good enough kid, but he didn't have anybody here with a stake in the game. He's got debt collectors after him. They don't even know where he is. He's in Montana, and I'm sure the producer's not going to let him go till all of this is over. So he's going to be sequestered in some bunker somewhere, safe from them, and I'm going to help him out when we're done with this. So, really, you kind of made the producer look like a big fat idiot in front of everybody here. And all the producer can do is try to make you feel like you feel right now. It could have been rigged, too, that you had to choose Brad. I mean, we don't know. Right?
Oh,
Oh,
with a critical success.
Woo!
The camera slowly pans over a very tender moment to the Colonel's hawk owl eyes looking over Carmine to see how genuine all of this is.
I'm frustrated that this is the answer because I really enjoy this angle, but he is 100% genuine.
Use a fate point.
use two.
I think there'll probably be a surreptitious shot of like no audio to them. It's just Carmine's, but of the Colonel looking over to Samuel and kind of shrugging and shaking his head.
Samuel squints. Probably not getting that immediately. I'll empathy it.
He draws his revolver at Carmine.
I assume it's just Samuel just assumes it's the Colonel being upset with his usual his usual upsetness at moral affronts to his being in fiber. He won't really pick up on what he's trying to convey at this moment, at least.
Yeah, I look to Sam and I want him to know he's guilty for all the evil in the world, and I blame I blame him for this.
Whoa.
What?
Carmine will look then to Trent and he'll say, "So, what do you need? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I can try to hold Jesse off for a little bit out there."
Let's fucking go out right now, huh? Let's just do it.
All right, yeah, let's just do it.
Let's just do it before the fucking adrenaline runs off.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
You got something for my hands?
He'll kind of go back to his. He'll pull out his first aid kit, and I'm assuming since you didn't take damage, we can we'll patch this up.
Yeah. Can you wrap them like the boxers do?
Oh hell yeah, I could do that.
Fuck yeah.
There you go with a 16.
What'd you add to that?
Probably like an 18. Oh no, that was a good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was rigged to be that good. That's a fine roll. Anyway, he'll kind of wrap him like you look like Southpaw right now.
All right.
So you wrap Trent's hands, and you all know that you are wanted back in the garage for the initial challenge that has been given to you, where Jesse is waiting for you guys to go. And I might vie for a quick break just because I want to refresh my drink really quick before we move into that. So, and as you do, you get the telltale chime on your little noisemaker, your beepers, that tells you that it's time for deliberation.
Oh, okay.
You guys come back through and you see Sam and Bill and Gil all loading up the van, getting ready for you guys to head out soon. You see Prad waiting with a suitcase of his belongings as he's getting prepared to depart. And you see Jesse waiting by the deliberation room door. It's just kind of quiet and somber in the garage as you all head in.
Yeah, give a nod towards Prad, but we've said what we need to. I'll head towards deliberation.
He'll wave, and you guys will all make it into deliberation. And Brian in a bear suit is waiting for you, as he always is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys sit down. Brian takes his place at the podium. And he says, "Contestants, I know this has been a difficult journey so far. But a game like this cannot last forever. As we come into the final challenges of Save Me, we need to truly consider and deliberate about ourselves and the people around us, and what makes a good person. Following the last challenge, it's time to deliberate again on your fellow contestants. But like every time before, things are just a little bit different. Today, as you deliberate, you will not only be deliberating on your fellow contestants, but yourself among them. Today you will be rating 1 through 3, 4, 5. 1 through 5, right? That's the math.
Yep. 1 through 5.
1 through 5. Yourself included, in who you think is most to least deserving of receiving their next strike. And may I remind you, the stakes, for some, are more dire than ever. Like the last strike ceremony all but the person in first place will receive a strike. Time for deliberation is over, and you must cast your votes right now. Carmine, please join me at the podium.
We don't get to talk about it at all.
That is correct.
I bolt up in my chair. Vote for Trent first. Put me last, whatever. I don't care. Everyone, vote for Trent first.
You got it.
And, you're all welcome to send me ahead of time your deliberation.
So this is everybody gets a axe,
this is
except for the person,
Yes.
Except for Trent.
and highest or lowest gets.
So it is rated most deserving to save their loved one to least deserving. So highest would be the person who's not going to receive an axe.
And we're also rating ourselves.
Yeah, now yourselves are in the mix. You have to put yourself in there to take the place.
Shit.
Yes. Quickly, let me resolve Brian's thing as well.
Hold on. I should mention we should recap real quick. I'm sorry I missed this very dramatic moment, but the tabulation took forever. I forgot to unpause the recording.
Oh.
Okay.
It's on now.
Okay.
So pretend we just got back from commercial break on like a CW show, so you have to recap the dramatic moment that we just saw.
It was just dramatically revealed that Carmine was in last place, and in an upsetting upset, that's exactly how it was written for me on the script. Josephine is the one who came out in first and did not receive a strike. Everyone rolled empathy against each other. Trent and Josephine against Brian, and the Colonel against Sam. Brian appears genuinely, sincerely confused to both of the people who empathied him. Colonel, your move.
Well, I have to admit something, Samuel. I think you might be more right than I ever was. The rules don't matter here, because when an evil tyrant can't get what he wants, he just forces his hand over democracy.
Sure seems that way.
Trent goes, "What the fuck is going on, Brian?"
Brian looks at Trent and says, I don't know. I read what's been given to me, Trent.
Trent picks up the table and flips it over. Goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mr. Producer Man, I'm sure you're listening. I don't know if you know this, but we're not privy to the fact that it may or may not be opposite day currently. So, if it is, that would have been pertinent information to give us beforehand.
You're all... The van is waiting for you outside to take you to your next challenge. You're all excused following deliberation.
Do Trent and I even stay here?
Of course. Kind of clears his throat, following all of the volatile emotions, and he'll say, "To those of you with 3 strikes, this is not the end of the game. The game continues, because there are still ways to lose your final strike. You're not out of this just yet, but it may mean playing dirty.
He wants to string us along. I get it.
I should take that van and drive out of here right now. I've already got the 3 goddamn X's. What's to stop me from breaking this whole operation down?
Brian looks panicked, and he says, You can't! What about everyone else?
I'm no longer fully convinced that matters to this sicko.
But what if it does? My aunt, he's got her!
Colonel just sort of looks over at his other kidnappies.
I can't tell you what to do, Colonel. Because if you running off means my son dying, of course I'm going to stop you. I'm going to try. But I get it. I do.
I'm here to protect all the lives that I can, but look at this. It's as blatant as a dystopian dictator. We know what we all did. He lied to us.
And he's going to get the ending he wants if we don't do anything about it, yeah. But that's not how this is going to go down.
There's still ways to lose X's. It's just good TV, right?
I'm with Sam. Fuck this game.
Oh!
Now, Colonel. As Brian says, the must go on somehow. I'm sure we can air our grievances later, somehow.
I'm just gonna stomp out of the room toward, to go to the van.
And you do. Brian looks. Brian looks across the way at, I guess, Josephine, and says, he's not gonna do anything, right?
Of course he will. Wouldn't you?
I just want my aunt to be okay. I've done everything that they've asked of me so far.
Then, if the producer's fair, you should be just fine.
Brian, sometimes doing nothing is the worst thing you can do.
But if doing something gets someone you love killed, how is that any better?
I'll let you know when I do. She'll start walking away.
He'll kind of take a moment to himself. Himself. He does have 2 personalities, or maybe like 10 at this point. 10
This Greek god
Yeah. He's so skeptical.
of reason and discourse.
Yeah, the lightning bolt is to strike down commies.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Communist still, huh? Yeah, okay.
It's actually communist again in modern discourse, Kane.
Fuck, I just thought it was socialist too. Yeah, I didn't realize we were back to communism. Okay.
You all head out to the van, presumably. Everyone, right?
Yeah.
Carmine is gonna wait at the console, and he's gonna tap it, and he's gonna look up at a camera. I'm assuming there's just one right in this corner here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, "I know you can hear me. Can you talk to me through this machine right here?" And he's gonna tap the thing in front of him.
Interesting. Your beeper will go off. And it'll just say, "It depends on what you have to say, doctor."
I want to make a trade.
After another frustrating silence, the beeper goes off again and says, "Explain."
1x for 3 of Colonel's, and 1x for 3 of Trent's.
It'll say an X for an X. Nothing more, nothing less.
Wouldn't we just end up with the same X's on across both?
It's not good leverage, Doctor. You have 1X available to you.
What if I give you some really good TV?
Explain.
Well, you'll just have to watch and see during the challenge, won't you?
Convince me then.
He's gonna take the USB stick out of his pocket and flash it. And get shot by a Squid Game gun.
So what? For my clarity, what are you planning on trading? You're trying to get rid of all of their X's?
If they're only willing to take an X away from each of them and give it to me, that's what I want. I guess beggars can't be choosers.
It'll be back at you. Put on a good show, and we have a deal. 1X from each for 1X.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Producer. Copay's up front.
That's it. You don't get anything back.
Just gonna look to Brian, who's flexing.
Brian, he's flexing his rippling pectorals. Would just, I guess, really only hearing part of the conversation, averts his eyes and heads out of the room.
Is there any change in their X's?
For now, I think that you will see reflected both the Colonel and Trent's third X will be transparent. I gave myself homework. So it'll be see-through as a temporary measure to make sure you fall through on your end of the bargain.
All right.
I can't make that magically happen in 3 seconds. It's
Cool.
gonna take a second.
I will walk backwards because I do a little backdash. It's what speedrunners do to go faster out of the room.
Oh, cool.
True.
Mhm.
You face Ganondorf in his demon form.
Yes, I do.
You go up the stairs very fast.
Mhm.
You do
It's
the
annoying to
really-
watch, but it gets results. So.
You do the really annoying backward up the stairs thing that Mario does, where you hear him go,
Back to the beat all day.
he goes all the way into the van.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. I've done it. No one even noticed me be gone.
Mac, it's been 40 minutes.
Oh my god.
Everyone is lying dead on the floor, and the Colonel has fucking busted the gates open with the van.
He's assembled all the pieces that were hidden in our stomachs. Formed the final key to let him out of the compound.
The big key hiding within all of us in one organ.
There was that episode where they said the key to escape is within each of you. And we're like,
There's a
oh.
piece of a key.
Let's get out of here, Ulysses.
Thematically, it's in a different organ for each one of you.
The only way to escape is contained within all of us. I've already settled it with my visual prowess. Now I'm sorry to all of you, but I have to take it. Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Whoa!
No!
500 kernels.
Shot a fucking Carmine breathing heavily with his back against a wall, and you just hear echoing, "Now where is that doctor?"
I can sense you.